Hey everybody, just gonna be making an on the bench kind of video, and so the last couple days I've been working on my Dark Vengeance Chaos Chosen guys. Here's what I've done so far. You can see I'm kind of doing them as Nurgle to maybe be Plague Marines. It's gonna take some work to get there. So this is what I got so far. These are just the two bolter guys. I started with the easy ones. Quite happy with how they came out. But they're not done yet. They still need some pigment work. Dirty them up and rust up the bolter, that kind of stuff. And I'm working on the Power Fist guy here, which will be fine for the champion, for the Plague Champion. So this is just the base colors, obviously. But the problem comes with these other three guys. They're not really useful for building a standard Space Marine squad. Let's start with this one here. This guy, with the eye in the head and the cloak. I think I'm going to make him a sorcerer. So it's going to take some conversion. It's not going to take a lot of conversion on this guy. I was lucky enough. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of all those leftover bits from his Chaos Space Marine army. So a bunch of sprues, just leftover junk from a couple boxes of Chaos Space Marines and a couple boxes of Raptors. So I got lots of like shoulder pads and heads and no bolters, no legs, but there's a lot of plasma guns and melta guns in here. So and a couple backpacks, not a whole lot, just bits. So what I'm gonna do is probably give him a different backpack, give him an axe head, probably this guy's axe head. And so he's going to be a Chaos Sorcerer with a Force Axe. And of course he's going to be painted up Nurgle too. I don't know if I'll ever mark a Nurgle on him, but yeah, so this will be a Chaos Sorcerer, just to have one. Okay, so this guy's not going to take a lot of work. He's already got a bolt pistol, and it doesn't really work for a Plague Knife. So what I figured what I'd do is cut his hand off here, and then magnetize a melta gun and a plasma gun on here, kind of like he's one-handing it off to the side. And then I said I'll use this axe on the other guy, make a force axe out of it for the sorcerer. So then, of course, I'll also replace the backpack too, since this one has a bolter on it, and he won't have a bolter. So, and I really like this model. This one's really creepy. So that's kind of where he's going to be going. And lastly, this is probably the toughest one here. This is the Lightning Claw guy. Basically, what he's going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut the hands off and replace them with a bolt pistol and something for a knife. I don't know if there's any knives in what I have, but I'll come up with something. Because, Lightning Claws, there's no Lightning Claws on Plague Marines. And I'll give him one of the backpacks with the bolters on the back, too. So, but this is going to be the most work because on this guy here. So, I mean, that's it. So that's pretty much what you want to do if you want to convert up your chosen guys in general from Dark Vengeance. The bolter guys, of course, are going to be good just as they are. This guy would always be good just as they are because he's got the Power Fist, so you can just give him the champion in your unit. This guy just needs to replace the axe with something else more common. You can just replace it with a chainsword if you wanted to, or with a, or I'm going to do plasma gun. Of course, this guy's gonna be the most work. So, but it shouldn't be that hard to just chop the hands off and replace them with standard hands. And this guy, I really don't see him as being part of a normal unit at all. He would have to be. I think he works out much better as a HQ choice sorcerer or dark apostle or something like that, instead of just a rank and file marine. So that's what I'm going to get working on these guys to get these converted up. Okay, so I can finish up the conversion work now on the Dark Vengeance Marines. So here is the character guy. So all I did was I pinned on the axe head here, give him like a force axe or power axe, and then just gave him a kind of an elaborate backpack. Added this gas symbols around, just real basic stuff. But he still kind of stands out quite a bit. Makes a really good character in my opinion. Here it was the Lightning Claw guy. See now the bolt pistol and a plague knife. I might try and carve up the sword a little bit more, but I did take all the power sword elements off it and just turn it into a straight blade, so it looks more like a knife than a power sword. And of course you got the backpack with the bolter on it. I did have to, after cutting off the lightning claws, I did have to put a little bit of green stuff here on the side. There was like a big gap in there, big hole I had to fill up, but a little bit of green stuff took care of that. So here we have a nice plague marine, plague knife and bolt pistol. Then here's the gunner guy that had the axe. Now he's got a weapon, so he's kind of off slinging his plasma gun. And this is magnetized here, so I can go with a multi-gun if I want to. It'll probably usually be plasma. And again, just gave him a normal backpack. Just one of the, I think there's only 3 of these left in my bits that I have. So there we go. There we have a nice unit of 5 Plague Marines. Legal unit of 5 Plague Marines with 1 Plasma Gunner and a Power Fist. And I've got some sort of an HQ guy. Like I said, I can make him a Sorcerer or a Lord or whatever I want. He would probably fit for both characters very nicely. And that's it. So real quick conversions. Very happy with how they turned out, and I don't know how much painting work I'm gonna get done on them with the shooter boys going on, but they're playable. That's what matters. Thanks for watching.